Oh, yeah. Here's your water, by the way.
Oh, thank. Papa. I'm a Papa perk.
All right, foodies.
On camera?
All right, foodies. Before we begin this sound bite, we'll start with an actual bite
Of sound?
of something my mother made. I've had about 14 of these cookies. Do you want to take your perk 30 first?
No,
And
that's
then-
later.
Okay.
It's later in the night.
Get a
like
sniff. Sniff
8:30.
test.
Okay.
Sniff test. Sniff test.
Oh,
Oh.
that's the smell
Sniff
one.
test, sniff test.
So wonderful.
I just went straight into it and grabbed it.
Hey, because it smells wonderful.
I've
doesn't it?
seen these before. I don't know.
They're very good. White
Yeah.
people make them all the time.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna. Oh my god.
You know what this reminds? You know what
Look
this?
at that
You know what this
monster.
reminds me of? Those like Chinese cookies.
They're not that.
Well, no, they look.
Infinitely better. Infinitely
That's what
better.
Did you understand me?
We don't demean ourselves with those Chinese bullshit.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's because of the election. Anyways.
He's unhappy. Wait, no, he's happy. Wait,
No, he's unhappy.
he's unhappy. You're happy.
I'm not happy. I don't care.
My kiss. My kiss fell.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Chat, should I eat it for the foodies?
I think you should eat it because it's a different kiss than you've ever had in your life.
It's definitely the dirtiest.
Is it super gooey and gooey?
No, it's not.
Mine
It's cold.
But
If it was warm, it'd be gooey, but it's pretty solid.
was a little gooey, maybe because it fell.
No, I'm trying that one. Maybe I got a defective one.
Maybe, yeah.
These are peanut butter cookies
They're very good.
Thank God.
made from
none
peanut
of
butter,
us-
egg, and sugar.
Here, do you want one?
They're like the original version of a Reese's cup.
Yeah. We can eat them as time goes. Just ask, and ye shall receive. Wait. Yeah.
They're good.
They're good, right? And they're super simple and easy to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do see it as a little gooey.
A little gooey.
Yeah. You know, it's awesome. You know what else is awesome?
Oh,
You know what AM stands for, right?
Arctic Monkeys.
Awesome. Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
Arctic Monkeys. So yeah, that's our album review. Arctic Monkeys, AM.
That's what we're done. That was it.
That was it. But they both said it was good. We can leave.
Yep. We're here. I'm Austin Dean, Giovanni all day, South Spell.
Yeah.
We're the foodies.
It's very cold.
Very, very cold.
It's
It actually feels quite
Thanksgiving.
nice.
It is Thanksgiving Day, actually.
But,
Despite the tree behind us.
you know, fucking Americans are like, oh yeah, let's fucking decorate everything in Christmas a month before Thanksgiving.
It's really weird because it's our holiday, and yet we still force this worldwide Christmas thing on us. Mm-hmm. It's very odd. I don't like it.
where I'm,
Christmas
Where-
should come
Double wide
definitely
trailer?
after.
where we are going in about a week, which is like Gwinnett County, aka Atlanta Part 2, where we're having a little mini doc.
I don't know what we're going to call it yet, yeah.
Yeah,
If,
I don't
if
really
I'm
know.
there, I might die.
Well, no, we're still going to have it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just might be dead.
Oh,
Silas
really?
may, maybe there, maybe
if
not.
if the blue lets me out.
Yeah, but they've already like started decorating for Christmas like 2 weeks ago,
Nice.
3 weeks ago, basically beginning of November.
Well, that makes
Soon
more
as
sense because
Halloween
it'll
ended.
be, yeah.
Before we get started
Yep.
with this album review,
Are you going to tell us a little bit about the Arctic Monkeys?
no, I want to talk
Okay.
about. You were asking what are like their 5 most popular songs on Spotify.
Well, no, I asked, is Florent a descendant?
out of the top 5,
Adolescent.
out of the top 5.
Is that the top song? That's all I asked.
You didn't even
No,
say it.
it's not.
At
Fluorescent
all, right?
Adolescence is not the top song. Out of the top 5 songs on Spotify, only one of them is not on this album.
Wow. So this album is like theirs. Like their
yes,
known
most
thing.
people will say it's one of their best albums.
Okay.
It was released in 2013 as a collection, I think, of most of their hits.
Wait, this isn't like they sat down and wrote these in a year and then put them out? This is all their hits?
I think they wrote it to be hits.
I think.
What do you mean?
To interject real quick,
Yes.
that whole like top 5 songs on Spotify is so fucked because
agree.
like it says like 2 billion streams for I Want to Be Yours, 1.9 billion for 505. Why Do You Only Call Me is 1.8, and then it goes back to 2 billion. Like goes up and down. Like there's no like, oh, this is the most streamed second.
I think it's
I don't.
it's the most popular ones right now. Is what's being played.
Yeah, and like number one party anthem is their number 5, but that doesn't even have a billion streams. So it's not even close
It's
to
quite
their-
the drop off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird the way Spotify does this shit, but
I was just saying to give a reference point.
Oh, also, I got a haircut.
He couldn't do it. He couldn't stick with it.
couldn't do what?
I
the long hair?
Look. I was wild man for a long time.
Wild man.
Now
is-
I'm going back into civilized society, and I got to come out. I'm coming out of the woods. I'm proper civilized.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, I'm coming out of that blue collar work. Because by the time this comes out, I'll be gone from it. So I'm coming out of the blue collar work.
Hey.
And I'm going into the white collar devil world.
Do I really?
Yeah,
wanna,
you're going in
Do I want to
the
know about
Kroger.
this?
Well, we'll see.
Hey, Austin. Do I want to know about this?
Know about what?
This whole thing you're doing.
Segway.
Oh, no, I don't.
Did you get it?
I don't
He
like.
didn't get it.
I don't.
He doesn't like it. I don't think he got it.
Segways aren't a thing that I understand.
They are what I understand, and I do want to know what y'all thought about this song.
So, with every album, we've always accidentally leaked something, and this happened. The leaking of my opinions on this song for Silas
The jerk
happened
worm.
when he came and like visited me one time.
Because it
We
turns
went to
out we only
go-
live like 40 minutes away from each other right now.
We went to go watch a movie. Oh, we went to go watch the Am I Racist movie.
Yeah, which you've probably seen the
did
review
good.
for.
Good views.
It did. We
Yeah,
should do more racist content.
Clip that.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, so that came out. That did good, and we were on our way to the movie theater, or actually we were on the way to B&W, and I just
B&W.
pressed shuffle on my Duluth playlist. 'cause
3 songs in.
No, it was the first one.
Oh, is it the first one?
It's the very first one that
Pretty
played,
funny.
and it was "Do I Want to Know,"
And-
and I completely forgot that we're not supposed to tell our opinions, and then Silas was just shouting. He was like, "No!" I'm like, "What? He's like, "This song," and I check it. I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad." Dude.
Something that's also really funny is I got into his car tonight while we were waiting for Austin to arrive, and I was like, "Dude, are you ready for this album review?" I turned him as the other song is ending, and this song starts again.
No, I'm.
Oh, you made it do that on purpose?
Looked it
Okay.
up and
Okay.
played it, and I was like, "Do you want to see my like songs playlist right now?" I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. And he was like, "I'm not gonna stop you." Like he wanted to know.
Oh, you.
He wanted
Of course
to
I want to know. This
You
is what,
whore.
This is
You
what we're
couldn't,
here
you
for.
couldn't wait 10 minutes.
I'm not going to stop you.
I will say, I told them before they listened to the song, I'm like, "Oh, y'all guys know this song?" They're like, "No, we don't. We've never heard this song before."
Well,
as
to
soon
be-
as it starts,
to be
like,
fair-
that's the truck ad.
Yeah.
That's the truck ad.
To be fair, that's the only song that I knew, or that I've heard of going into the song.
Yeah, I figured
Every
it
other
would be.
song I've never even heard.
Yeah, I would figure that's how it would be for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured you've heard at least one other
Well,
off this album.
So
Well, Party Anthem, I think I've heard a long time ago. I don't know how I heard it, but I'm pretty sure I remember that song.
Nostalgia.
No, well, I guess. But it was just like a memory that I was like, I remember this. But yeah, continue.
I was about to say, do you want to start us off, Silas?
Oh, I like this song. I really like it. Yeah, I think it's a good song. I think it's a good start for the album because it starts off with it established their sonic palette immediately.
Yeah.
The heavy hits of the bass or the drum with that electric guitar playing in the background. It's a great setup for the album.
So, Silas knows my opinion. I like the song.
It's a banger.
I thought I would have issues with it the same way that I had issues with You Can Find Your Own Way from Fleetwood Mac. Because it's so overplayed because of the Subaru ads, and same thing with
Wasn't
the
that
Ford.
Isn't the Honda ad or the F-150?
Who fucking knows?
I don't
No. He's talking about the Go Your Own Way song. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but this is the F-150 song,
Yeah.
and then the very Silas was like, "Oh, you guys know this song." He played it, and halfway through, I was like, "I like it." So based off of the first listen, I liked it.
I knew it. I knew it.
It was pretty easy to get over that whole Ford
Because it's so
thing.
good, right?
It was easy to get over the Ford commercial baggage that comes with the song.
I have a
And,
big reveal for y'all at the end.
Yeah,
of this
that's
song.
all my
Or at the
opinions
end
on
of
this song. I don't have too many lore or background notes on this because I feel like most of these songs are pretty
really-
surface level. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
dig
Yeah.
super deep to get
They're just
super.
jams.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very. What you hear is what you get.
I think there's 2 songs on this album that really tell a story. That really have a story, and we'll get
Well,
to those
I would-
later. Or all of them tell a story.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
2 of them like feel like I can see this as a story. Like I can see this unfolding in my mind as like a film.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, see, Silas, we've done several of these now with Silas giving the albums, and I have crushed his albums that he's selected.
And the trend continues.
I have crushed them historically.
What was it? Tally Hall, Jack Johnson. Oh,
Jack got a 4.
The Backseat Lovers.
Backseat Lovers.
Backseat Lovers got a 4.
I've liked 2 of those.
Tally,
You know.
I think Tally Hall got like a 3 from me.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing
give it-
you have given me has gotten over a 5.
I'm ready.
Sure.
I'm ready for this one to get crushed by you.
Well, not this song because I really liked this song. The first listen I had, obviously I could not get over the Ford thing. I was like,
That's
dude, this is so crazy. But when I listened to it on my own, I was like, oh, this is a great jam. And y'all were touching on it earlier, but I want to kind of put my opinion on it. This whole album to me feels like just a bunch of dudes hanging out having a good time.
That's what we are.
Like just jamming out.
It's a very sonically consistent.
Yeah,
album.
it's just like
I
a bunch of.
really like
it
that
just
about this
sounds like a
album.
bunch of friends that are like doing a startup. I'm not saying that their material is like a startup band, but I'm just saying like the feel is like these guys that grew up together that are like rocking out and they've been doing it for years and they're like, this is what we like, this is what we're jamming out to, let's do it, and they do it.
I have a word for that. Hometown bar.
Okay, sure.
It feels like you're in a hometown bar.
So you know the band and the people in
you
it.
know
yeah,
everyone
I
there.
got you.
You're just chilling out. You're
Yeah.
having a few drinks. You're talking about life.
Yeah, because the Arctic Monkeys, at least in this album, I don't know about anything else, but in this album, they don't try to change their sonic palette
Because
at
they know
all.
what they got.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
consistent at
They
it.
don't change their sonic palette, and it's comfortable because you know what to expect. There's not like if you like the Arctic Monkeys, you like the album. There's no like oh I hated that song, I loved that song. No, there's general a consistency on like a line. You either don't like the palette or you do like the palette. At least on this album.
Spoiler alert. I like the palette.
Great. But yeah, this song I thought was really good. And I'm having a debate about, is this my favorite intro out of all the albums we've done? And I don't think it is, but it's definitely one of my favorites. It's very, very good.
It's a strong start. I don't think
It
people
is.
most realize because it's a song that stands on its own really well. If you listen to it in a vacuum,
Yeah.
it's got a solid foundation, solid vocals, solid lyrics. Those sound the same, but like solid like bass line, solid guitar riffs. It's a solid song.
It is.
Yeah.
They definitely know what
And
they're
it's
doing, and they did it.
It also sets up this album wonderfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's a good intro,
Yeah.
but I don't think you can touch without me or without you. Just can't touch
That's
it, dude.
probably my favorite intro.
You
That's my
can't
number
touch
one
it.
still.
You
Yeah.
can't touch it, dude.
It's crazy.
It's only a minute and a half long, but
I love the acapella vocals in it. It's
yeah, clears every intro
Yeah.
that we've had, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. Are you mine? Question mark.
No, I mean yes. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, you can't do that now.
It's true.
All right. Again, I don't have too many notes on this. This is why I feel like it's gonna be a little bit shorter of a review, but took a
Yeah.
couple listens to grow on me. But I fucks with it. It's an enjoyable song.
Is it on
and
the
that's
list?
It. On the list.
The
of what?
playlist.
Yeah, every song that I say I enjoy, I put on the playlist.
All right, cool.
This was the first song that I heard that I didn't have like that's in a Ford commercial, and
Because it's the second song.
yeah, because it's the second song, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, okay, I like this song. I like what they're doing with it, and like we said earlier, they're not doing anything special. They're just rocking out. They're just jamming. That's what they're doing.
That's the thing about the Arctic Monkeys. I don't think a lot of people understand because of their fan base. Those like,
Yeah.
oh, I listen to this really underground band called the Arctic Monkeys. They are an extremely solid band.
Yeah, they're
If
doing
you-
nothing-
If you overlook the fans, the fans ruin a lot of the fans. Those
Sidebar. Sidebar. I looked up the Arctic Monkeys for this review. I do a little like underground because I want to like know the band a little bit.
I want to know.
And I didn't get very far.
Before I tear
And
them apart.
I didn't get very far. You want to know why I didn't get very far?
The fans.
The fucking fans, dude.
What did they say?
I hate them. They're like,
What'd they say?
oh, he's up there with like Stephen Perry Steven Tyler Perry, like one of the greatest rockers of all time. It's like, no, like he's good, but like they're not like this. They're not like this idea that there's something special about them. Like they're just good, and I think the Arctic Monkeys are okay with that. Like I don't think anybody would be like, well, obviously their fans are, but like,
I really like them.
They're just the dudes jamming at the bar.
yeah, they're just the dudes
and that's-
jamming,
that's
and they're
what I like.
they're the best potential that could be of like dudes jamming out at a bar.
Damn, bro, you're really
He's being
fucking
the
destroying
nicest.
Silas's
He's being
optimism.
he's like the really weird aunt at Thanksgiving that like says really nice things about you, but if you think about them any deeper, they're like negative as hell.
Like,
Oh,
you
you've lost a lot of weight.
You're like, man, you do really good at your bar gigs where like 10 people show up. You're
Yeah,
honestly
yeah.
one of the best.
Yeah, you're like you've lost a lot of weight this year.
I'm just saying that
You look so
their
good now.
feel
Yeah,
feels
you look
like
great now.
their feel feels like that kind of band that like knows each other really well. They've been doing it for years, and they're not trying to do anything special. They're just doing what they like, what they love.
They know how good they can be because they're not much better.
It's not what I'm
Hey,
saying.
when you leave the bar, you need one for the road. So let's how about we hit the next song?
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you. One for the road.
Again, I don't have many notes. It's just a banger.
It's just a bang.
Just a banger. That's
It's like I said, I
That's all
don't
it
think
is.
if you ignore the fan base of the Arctic Monkeys,
Please do.
they have such a great discography. I would
Well,
say
I don't
Have
know
you
that.
heard most of their discography?
I've heard a lot of their. I have 17 of their songs liked.
That's not enough.
That's
like-
not very much. This is 12.
I've heard more of their songs though. I'm just saying, like I haven't added them yet because I've only listened to them.
Wait, so you have 17 songs added, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that I
Okay.
know of.
Okay.
What?
But like what I've heard of their other albums are really good. Some of my favorite songs come from other albums, like Fluorescent Acid. Fluorescent Adolescence.
pronounced it
has-
so bad that you fucked it up.
Has anybody said it right in this
Yes,
podcast?
yes, I just
Fluorescent
did.
adolescent.
Fluorescent Adolescence.
You should have said it wrong on purpose. That would have been fun.
Yeah, you're right. Dylan
but-
Wilson. That was a good one.
Not Mad Sounds. That's on this album. What's the name of the song? I have to look it up now. It's another really good one. It's like one of my favorites from their album.
Alright,
Their
take
single-
On this
take over,
album?
take over.
Oh,
from this
oh
album.
yeah, I totally agree though. It's a banger.
When the sun
it's
goes
it's my favorite song on the album.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not reveal.
Oh yeah, we're not supposed to do that. It's a very good song. I like it a lot.
I mean, you
It's a
can
banger.
you can reveal one of them, but don't reveal the
Sorry,
most important
I
one.
forgot we do that at the end. I'm sorry. We'll one day do this properly. One day
One
we'll
of these
get this
days
nailed
we'll
down.
get-
We
we'll-
won't leak anything. We won't spoil it during one day. Oh man.
Yeah, this is a banger. I think it has one of the strongest choruses in the song.
Yeah.
In the song.
I agree.
In the album.
And this is something that I'll talk about since there's not really much to say on this one. All of their songs start with a really catchy beat.
Yeah.
Like-
that's what they're known for, I think.
Well, I hope so because they're really good at it, at least in this album.
As long as they're staying on the bar level,
Shut up.
right?
And like I don't know. It's just like they really catch you. Like if you're driving, nobody's in the car, you're just driving or whatever, and you hear it on the radio, you're gonna hear that first beat, and then you're gonna go, okay, what is this? You know, you may not like it, you may like it, but like you'll just go, oh, okay, this is interesting. Yeah. And I think
Right.
this one shows it perfectly off because I think it's a really good start, and it throughout the whole song, I think it's great.
All right, guys. Arabella.
Arabella.
Oh.
I thought they were
you said
yelling.
your opinion.
I thought
Yeah,
they
I
were.
did.
I thought they were
Okay.
yelling
Ooh.
Alabama in the song.
It's
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my first listen.
Arabella's the name. I don't really know about it. I'm sure when we take a break, I'll like look it up on Google and see what it means.
Well, I think it's a woman's name, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know what like connection is. But anyways,
Oh, I don't.
has some of the best rhyming on this album.
Okay.
All the lyrics flow together really well. Like the first line, Arabella's got some interstellar gator skin boots. just rolls off the tongue so well when it's sung. Not as good what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was about to say that didn't roll off the tongue. You had to force that one. He practiced that in the mirror.
No, I thought about it.
Yeah.
Great song though. Not my favorite on the album. Not my least favorite.
It actually took me quite a couple listens to
But
get into
I
this.
still-
How many times do we all listen to this, by the way? I did like 10 times.
I ended up getting like 13 or 14 just because,
I-
blue collar worker.
Been like
I need something
8
to listen
plus.
to for
I
like
stopped
8 hours
keeping.
a day.
I stopped keeping track around like number 7, 8.
Yeah, I did like 10. I told you guys I listened to it like 3 times, then I just didn't for like 3 weeks, and then I did like another 3, and then we started talking about, hey, we're gonna go fucking review this album, then I knocked out another 4.
Smart.
So yeah, I did like 10. I've heard this album many times, so my opinion
Yeah.
is like basically finalized. There's no like, oh,
There's
maybe
no
if I
ma-
listen to
changing?
this one more time, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I think my
Fucked up car.
that's what mine sounds like sometimes.
I'm
I will say-
I'm in agreement with Gio as well. By the way,
Even though this isn't my like favorite song on the album, it's still added to my playlist.
it took me.
It's on mine too.
It's
Or
on mine.
not.
Yeah, it's on mine too. Every song so far has been on my playlist.
You want it all, huh? Yeah, yeah, I got that one.
Thank you.
So
Go.
say it. Say the name.
I want. Wait, I want it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another great.
You got it.
Shut up! I don't want to hear it.
Another banger song. Absolutely.
Did you not
wonderful.
understand it was
I
a
did.
transition?
I did it. I did it. I did it in my head. I meant it on purpose. And then Silas messed me up, but I got out of rhythm.
Of course, it was my fault, right?
It is your fault.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
All right, I'll just never transition ever again.
No, I did it. It was me. Well, I mean,
All right. Go ahead.
I meant it was. I
No.
I meant it was my. I meant it was.
Go ahead.
I should have taken it and ran with it. That's what you wanted me to do, and I didn't do it. But what I'm saying is,
ahead,
it was
Silas.
on me. I should have done it.
Go ahead, Silas.
I really like this song.
Okay.
I think it has another, probably second strongest chorus line.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe third strongest, because there's one I believe has the strongest chorus line, which we haven't talked about, even though I said one of them was stronger earlier. But like, yeah, this song is just great. I don't think there's this.
Fuck you doing?
I'm looking at the. I'm trying to look at my thing.
Okay.
I'm trying to check.
Spoiler alert. I don't think there's a single bad album or song on this album.
Okay.
Well, that's a big spoiler.
Yeah, pretty big spoiler.
Pretty big
Yeah,
spoiler.
that's why I said spoiler.
You're not supposed to. Yeah.
You already spoiled your.
I
favorite
did.
Song.
I did. I already ruined it. You're right. I already ruined it.
He ruined it. It's ruined. It's over. I walked in the room and said it's ruined. It's ruined. But yeah, great song.
This one also took
want
me.
it all.
This one also took me a minute, and there's after those 3. It took me a minute to like know if I liked or disliked these songs because their sonic palette is so similar, and I fall out of rhythm with it.
How do you follow?
I agree.
How?
Are you saying that they all like?
They're all the same. Like, I know they're saying different things. I know the music they're making sounds different. But just the essence of this album just feels like the same song played 13 times. Which I'm not... We'll talk about it later if it's a good or bad thing. But, like, after those top 3 songs, I was like, okay, haven't I heard this already?
I want to say something so bad right now because I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I Want It All is where I run into an issue with the album. This is where I run into an issue with the
Go
album.
ahead and say it. You hate
I
it.
wrote this. When was the last time I edited this? November 28th, 6:19 p.m. About 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is where I run into the
I was
album.
about to say in my head.
An issue.
That's today.
And this, yeah, it is today, but
Yeah.
2 hours ago.
I know.
This is where I run into an issue with the album.
happened.
It feels like I've been listening to the same song
Yep.
being remixed for all the past songs, with exception to the first song, Do You Want to Know? I feel like because of its tempo, it's very slow.
Yeah.
That's the only distinction between Do I Want to Know and the whole cluster of the last 4 songs, including I Want It All. Like, they're overly layered and saturated electric guitars give a like claustrophobic feel after 4 songs.
I agree with
It
that.
That's
never got
my feeling.
claustrophobic for me.
Well,
That's because again, one of the reasons why I wasn't prepared after a month to do this review was because I would get to this song,
And just burn out.
it'd be burnout.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I feel like I'm just listening to the same song over and over again.
Well-
like I said, I still enjoy the songs, but I have an issue with burnout.
It would
by
be
the
better
song.
Yeah.
if it had something to space in between them.
Yes, it would.
yeah, I
It's very,
then-
very,
and-
again, it's very, very consistent.
Yeah, and-
for better or for worse.
and this happened on my later listens throughout the album, but I had to the way that I started telling them apart was by the beginning because
Yeah.
they are so different. They are so unique, the beginnings. So I had to go like, all right, I'm on to the next song. I know for sure. Because like sometimes I'll just like get out of it or like the song starts again so quickly because it's, it's on shuffle. So it just goes to the next song. So I kind of like fall out of it and I'm like, wait, am I on the song, a different song? So I had to look at my phone. But now I just had to like keep my eye. I had to like remember all the intros and go like,
So-
okay.
When I was coming home to do this, I was playing a song with playing a game with myself where I would like, I would listen to the songs as I was going down the road, and I tried to guess which is which.
Ah.
And I think
Yeah,
I got
it's
like
tough.
9. I think I got
Fucking
9 out
hard.
of
Yeah.
I got 9 out of 12. I only missed 3 songs.
I mean, to be fair,
You have to listen to it a lot.
yeah, you have listened
Yeah.
to it. a lot.
Well, since y'all say it's getting so similar, thankfully the next song is probably the most sonically different on the album. in my
Yes,
opinion.
and I'm very thankful for
It
it because
knows where
it's
it
a
is.
breath of fresh air after
Before we
you
say that,
feel
though.
claustrophobic.
Before we say
Actually,
that,
that's a great piece of imagery. Is like you feel claustrophobic after all those songs, and then you get this breath of fresh air called "Number 1 Party Anthem."
I don't know why, but whenever I say the name of the band, Arctic Monkeys, I go, Arctic Monkeys!
Well, it's because
does that mean?
TikTok.
What TikTok?
I listen to the Arctic Monkeys.
Do you listen to that?
I listen to the underground indie band, the Arctic Monkeys. Just in case you want to sleep with me.
Dude, I
he says.
figured out how to do an accent, by the way.
What accent?
Don't do your.
Don't do the current one.
No, it's not the current one.
Too cold.
No, I'll do it right now.
The current one or your new one?
I'm gonna do the current one now because you were saying I
Because
can't
it's
do it.
bad.
Timothy Frog here.
Too
No,
cold.
fuck you.
All right, I got this.
Goes Trevor. No, shut up. I did a new accent.
he
I
doesn't-
learned
he
a new
doesn't want me
accent.
to
I
do
did in
it.
the car on the way to work the other day.
Okay.
So it was really cold going to work, and so I was saying it's fucking cold out here, and then I started saying it differently, and I kept repeating myself.
Fucking cold out here.
Dude, that's what I did. Watch this.
fucking cold
Watch
out
this.
here.
Watch this. It's fucking cold. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Hold on. It's your fucking. It's right. No, it's on camera, and I can't do it now. No.
Fucking dipshit. You better get your shit together, lad.
What's the accent?
Hold on. I want to do it so then y'all go, oh, you can do it.
Get your shit together, lad.
Shut
Then
the fuck
try
up.
again.
It's fucking cold out here.
Fucking dipshit.
That's not how you thought it'd go.
This guy. Look at this guy.
It's not how you think it would go. He was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so cool to show my friends on camera. I'm gonna get it first try."
Can I do an accent?
Fucks up 2 times. Yeah, go ahead.
He's fucking dipshit. Look at his fucking hand in his head like a fucking dipshit.
That's not bad. Go ahead, do your
Thank
camera
you, lad.
impression. Can you do it? No, it's too cold. It was too cold though. You can't do it.
I can fucking do it all day long, 24/7 straight.
Oh really? Do it right now. With the cookie in your mouth.
Timothy Frog here.
That is not a good
That's
government
the
impression.
fucking greatest experiment of all time. It's fucking cold out here. Ah! Did I
Speaking
do it?
about number one party anthem.
Did I do it?
Don't ask us.
That's what you look like.
It's
You were so eager.
it's fucking cold. I can't do it. I can't do it.
That house over there is gonna think they're so fucking drunk. I don't fucking even. What is that accent?
Shut up.
All right.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it. Mark, edit that in. I did it.
What's the number 1 Porter anthem, right?
I think it's
Number
the
one.
6th song.
Yeah, it's in the middle. It's, I think it's like right there in the middle.
Yeah. Complete tonal shift
Yes,
of the entire album.
For the bad. For the better.
I think so for the bad.
I think so as well.
And breath of fresh air.
I
And
like-
apparently this song has lyrics of a voice memo that was initially intended for "Do I Want to Know."
And I will say, you know how I was talking earlier about songs I can see as like film?
Yeah.
This song.
I agree with you.
This song is, there's
100%.
another one as well.
Yep. 100% agree with you.
So much so that I don't know if it's ever going to be made or not. But
Well,
I'm
don't.
like,
Well, if you
I'm
have
like,
an idea, probably don't tell the world, so then they steal it from you.
I don't care.
Okay.
If they can make it better than I can, I welcome to
Or
to
you.
do it.
What if they get a chance to do it before you can do it?
That's what I'm saying.
That's unfair.
And I guess I'm going to say that.
All right.
You don't want me to say it?
No, I don't want you to.
I'm going to make a music video of it.
All right.
Of this song, if I get a chance.
Wait.
Which I don't know if I'll be able to or not.
Isn't there already? Why would you make a music video?
Because I want to try to tell a story using just the song itself and not.
Oh wait. So it's a
words.
video. You just use this music in it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like a music video.
That is a music video.
Yeah, but I thought you meant like, you know how like Taylor Swift does music videos?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was a really, really good song. I thought it was a really good break in the action, like we're all saying. And I thought it felt more like they were. It felt more like they were turning a page. They were like, that was that, this is this.
I think it's a good like part 1 and part 2 of the album.
Yeah, I think so. And this one, this one definitely doesn't like divide it. It just tells you like we're into part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It flows so seamlessly.
I think it cuts. It's
You think
like
it's a
I think it cuts into it. It's like boom, you're done with that. Going to the next
I
thing.
love how Silas says his opinion, and then me
He
and
immediately
Austin,
counters.
No, not even. Like, I look at Austin like, I don't agree with that. Do you agree with that? And Austin goes like, no. And then
We don't
Silas
even-
proceeds to
Yeah.
defend himself. He's like, no. I meant.
We
No,
do
I
it.
still
We
think
do it
it-
in our heads too. We're
I
just
still
talking
think
in our heads.
I still think it's a smooth transition.
Yeah.
But it's not a jarring transition. It's not going from like. Hold on. What was that other album? Like the song right before Knots in Quadeca to Knots in Quadeca, which was such a snap tonal shift because it went from like this soft, somber, like
House settling.
house settling was
right
very
before.
somber, soft, and it goes Knots in my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I disagree because the second half of House Settling was Danny Brown rapping as carbon monoxide. I don't think that was soft.
Does
It
it
was-
not end soft or am I crazy?
I think it does.
I can't remember
Well-
that specific about the song. But the whole second half of House Settling was Danny Brown rapping.
I think it ends with like a. Do you call it a harmony? It's not a harmony. It's a harmony with instruments because it's not a harmony with.
No, I remember now. It ends with the house creaking.
Oh, okay.
And
Very,
and like
soft,
wood crackling stuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a very softer sound though.
I was
And
talking
then you
about the
immediately
song.
get thrown into this like staticky, shocky,
Industrial.
You go from a house
Yeah.
to a machine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with you now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
this album I don't think suffers from that. Not that it suffered in the first place, but like you said, it's a very consistent
You can
album.
critique them, so they're not gonna.
it's like Jack
They're
Johnson.
not gonna
all
ban
over
you
again.
from their
I
shows.
just really I don't want to spoil it for y'all.
Okay, don't.
Unlike Jack Johnson.
I just like
You
this
can
song.
really like an album and go, I didn't care for this.
Yeah.
But that's do I spoil it?
Well, no, don't spoil it. Just
No,
Like if there's literally nothing wrong with the album, then
You
to
can say
you
that.
there's nothing wrong with the album.
Yes.
But if there is a little things that are like I didn't really care for that.
You want to take a break?
Fire alarm.
Yeah.
Let's take a break real quick.
All right.
Is there a fire?
I don't know.
So we've been advised by our lawyer, Mark, to not talk about the events that transpired recently. So we are moving steadfast back into the review. Yep.
Yeah. Next song. God, it would have been so good.
Speaking of mad sounds,
Okay.
You forgot. It'll work. Don't worry about it. Continue.
I was
ahead.
gonna say a better transition would be Fireside.
Yeah, but that's not the song we're on.
I know, but it would have been better.
Oh yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that sounds.
real quick before we start,
Didn't care for it.
I was gonna ask if you want a cookie.
I'll take one.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed this.
Chorus
song.
is kind of annoying. Ooh la la.
I
Whoever doesn't get the one with the cookie, the chocolate chip's right there.
I'll take it.
Thank you. Wait,
I definitely didn't find it annoying, but I didn't like fall in love with the song. It was all right, but no, I can understand, but it didn't bother me. No.
I quite enjoyed this song actually.
Sucker.
Oh, I got something to show you in a second.
I expected you to enjoy it because you like Davy Crochet. It kind of gave me Davy Crochet vibes.
Did it? I think it has a strong opening.
They all do. Every single one of these songs have a very interesting opening.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad song,
No.
but it was just meh to me. And it was like a little bit, after a while, it was like, okay, this is one of the most low effort hooks or choruses I've ever heard. No, I was like, all right, on to the next one.
I definitely didn't feel the low effortness, but I understand what you're saying.
It's like, ooh, la, la.
Yeah.
8 times.
But I mean, like, yes, it is low effort, but at the same time, most catchy stuff is pretty low effort because that's why it's catchy.
That's true.
4 times.
Yeah.
To me, it wasn't catchy.
Yeah.
Four times. But I think it serves the song because it's talking about mad sounds.
Ooh la la,
Yeah.
ooh la la, ooh la la.
No, I don't think he's arguing that doesn't fit the song. He's just saying it's annoying. I don't think he's arguing it doesn't fit.
So 7 times, not 4.
I
said
love
8.
how like I'm usually the one that hates repetition, but I think it works for this song.
Okay. So you liked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the playlist. Now for Fireside.
Fireside.
Oh
Interesting
my
title.
god.
There's no good reference. There's no good transition for this. Not one I can think of. Anybody got any?
Nope.
Had it been
No scenario that's happened recently that would be a good.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Okay.
Not something
Just
that
checking.
happened a while
Yeah.
back.
What'd you think, Silas? Because I didn't care for it.
Banger song. Banger song.
This is another one that I was like, forgettable. Honestly, this one is like probably the only song on the album that I don't remember what it sounds like, despite listening to it like 10 times.
This
Okay.
song is one that I've started to come back to more recently.
Okay.
I didn't care for it. I agree with you.
You're allowed to have opinions.
Yeah,
They
we
can
did.
be- they can be
we seem to-
wrong.
we seem to be agreeing a lot.
They can be wrong.
Sure, they can be, but it's our opinions, so
Exactly.
they're not wrong.
Yeah, opinions
Because
are
they're
subjective
ours.
until it comes to my opinion.
Yeah, that's a great quote that I said.
No proof.
Yeah, that is a good one, Austin.
Thank you.
No proof. No proof.
Well, he just said it. He backed me up a second.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
We should probably all have the same story. We
Yeah.
should probably all
They should think about
sit
this.
down and have the same story.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Well, like I'm gonna be back in Gwinnett County, and then Austin's gonna call me.
This is what I said.
And Austin's gonna be high, and I'm gonna be like, Austin, why'd you only call me when you're high?
Oh. Hey, give me some bumps on that one, brother.
That was good. I'll start on this one because I don't think I've started on one yet. I didn't care for this one for the longest time. I was like,
For the longest time, Billy Joel.
and because I just felt like I had to be in the mood for this to work for me. And I guess I got into the mood because by the end of it, it was on my playlist.
Heck yeah, me.
But I'm very bipolar with this song.
Okay.
But I don't know. Right now, I really like it. I really enjoy it. So, yeah.
It's a song that I have nothing written for. That's because I didn't really have too much to write for it. Besides, it is a good song. It's an enjoyable, catchy song. It's got a good build up, and it's got just a good sound. I can't say much more besides that.
Yeah, that's the thing with the Arctic Monkeys is there's nothing really like
Yeah.
we can
that's actually kinda
praise
true.
the band for like how talented they are, which they are very talented, but
Yeah.
like
only as good as the bar level, though, right?
but like I don't know, like take like the electric guitar for example.
Oh my gosh.
It's good, it's very good, but it doesn't there's not like a moment to me where I'm like oh, it stands out here. You know what I mean? It's just like very
No.
everything is consistent with this band.
There's like 6 songs where I have like 2 lines written that go, "This is a good song," and it sounds good. That's it.
Yeah,
I can't
they're
say
very,
much more.
very consistent.
This was on the lower end of my songs. I still really enjoyed it though.
Okay.
That's all I'd say. I like it. It's on my playlist. It was on the lower end of my songs though.
Yeah.
All right. Also, quick segue. I would like to. I completely forgot about this. You know how I said that there's 4 songs that all kind of sound the same, like remix? Like there's like a stretch. I actually ended up ranking them of which one sounds the best.
Okay.
So I think
Should we wait for that though?
no.
No.
Must do it now.
One for the road.
One
And all the songs have already passed. So that's why
Yeah.
like, I don't think it's a big deal to
I gotcha.
announce them.
I love how we harmonize.
One for the road is the best one. I Want It All is the second best one. Are You Mine? And then Arabella.
Okay.
They all sound
Arabella,
very
that's
similar
They
to
do.
me,
I get
very
it
similar
in
tempo.
bites.
But that's my order of like, this is the one that sounds the best. Arabella is the one that sounds the worst. Now, that's not to say that Arabella is a bad song. It's just out of those 4 that all sound very similar, Arabella is the worst one.
Yeah.
Hey Gio, that's cool and all, but snap out of it. Let's continue on with the albums with the songs now.
I
Snap out of it.
I didn't care for it.
I think it's so catchy. It is so ridiculously catchy.
What Arctic Monkey song isn't though?
But like this one amps that up.
I have one later.
Okay, never mind.
I think I know which one you don't like.
Well, don't guess it.
Is that all you have to say for it?
It's extremely catchy. It's on my playlist. I think this has no pop stylized ish chorus. I think like that's meant to be catchy and get stuck in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want to grab your shoulders, shake, snap out of it, snap out of it. It's great, awesome, wonderful.
I enjoyed it.
I thought you were gonna say I hated it.
No, I actually enjoyed it. I'm trying to remember. I believe my first few listens I didn't care for it, and I had a very strong, like negative reaction when he said, "I just want to grab your shoulders and shake," and it's not like he's not necessarily doing a bad thing, but to me, when he's saying that, it sounds like she doesn't want him to be doing that.
Yeah.
And he's like forcing himself to do it. So it just gives me like negative, weird vibe to it.
You just want women to be safe, don't you?
I do. I
wait.
want to protect
Yeah, awesome. Right on,
706,
dude.
476.
Wait,
Um,
guys, I just thought about something. You know how I was telling you about the like songs I can see as movies?
Sure.
Fireside was the other one.
Okay.
I could have seen it as like a short film movie type thing, or used in a movie.
But yeah, once I kind of got over the shoulder thing, because it's not actually anything. If you really like listen to the song, it's not what I was picturing in my head. But yeah, but yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoy it. I enjoy the catchiness, as Silas said. I actually really do.
We're going from a banger song to a less.
Well,
than
hold on.
banger
Let's
song.
let Gio say how it sucks.
Snap out of it.
Yeah. He already said it.
I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
See?
You just
Oh,
think
he already
go for
said it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he didn't.
No, yeah, I said
Okay.
that was the first thing I said, and then
Oh.
Silas gave his opinion, and then you.
Okay, sorry.
So next is knee socks. I'm sure this is a sexual song. I just didn't delve too deep into it.
It is.
My
It
my
is.
least favorite song on the album. It's still
Is it
added to my
Socks?
play.
Really?
Still added to my
Interesting.
album. Still added to my list. Time for the big reveal because I don't think it really
I'm
matters
gonna go
anymore.
last on knee socks, by the way.
I just want to go ahead and show this to y'all. Every single song has been added.
Well, we
to my
didn't go to the
playlist.
last
Yeah,
song,
we
but thank
didn't
you
go to
for
the last
spoiling
one.
that.
Well, it's not really a
appreciate
spoiler. This y'all already knew about I Want to Be Yours, though. It was already
Did we?
added before. Yeah,
We
I
knew.
told y'all. Yeah, I told y'all that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first album where I've added absolutely every song on the album.
Okay,
to my
well, I'm
playlist.
expecting a 10 out of 10. Anyway,
I don't think so.
no, I don't actually think that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect.
That's like a classic.
It is like Rumors 1977.
To like Pimp a Butterfly.
But you didn't give that a 9. You didn't give that a 10. You gave
no,
that a
I didn't.
9.
I went back on it. Fucking Songbird.
Oh, the Songbird moment.
All right.
Well, let me.
I'm gonna go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Real quick. Screw you, Songbird. You know what you did to us. Sorry, I had to say that.
Anyway, I didn't care for it. I don't like it.
Knee socks.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it just feels like. Meh.
It's one of those songs on an album where it feels like it doesn't need to exist. I'm just like, I'm not saying it doesn't fit. It fits in the album and everything, but it feels like they're just putting another song in there because they needed another song. It didn't feel like it was really worth it because it wasn't good enough. Now, to me, I'm sure they fell in love with it and loved it. That's why that's on their album. And I'm sure a bunch of people do love this song. But personally, for me, you could have left it off the album. But that's my opinion.
Okay. That everything you have to say as well?
Yeah, it's my least liked song on the album. I still really like it, and it's still added to my playlist. So I mean, it's the one I'll probably return to the least, though.
So, I liked it off of the first listen.
I was gonna say this is probably his favorite off the album.
The first listen, it wasn't too bad. It's very, very catchy.
Yeah.
The guitar kind of sounded like Centuries off of Fall Out Boy. When I heard it,
I can see that.
Automatically went to Centuries, which I hate. But I then quickly realized that they're not kind of, they are distinct. It's just it's like when I was listening to Never Gonna Go Back Again.
Mm-hmm.
What was it called? There's that song off Fleetwood Mac. It's like the second song. It's about what's his name? Not Mick Fleetwood, but the guy that, what's her name? Stevie Nicks is dating.
Yeah.
He's singing about it, and he's like, I'm never going back again to that.
Never Going Back's the third.
Oh, third. Never going back. Yeah, it is called Never Going Back Again. It was like when I heard that, and then I heard that Olivia Rodrigo song, and I was like, oh man, this kind of sounds like the guitar riff of that Olivia Rodrigo song.
Yeah.
But once you hear the song enough, you're able to distinct those.
Yeah.
So it's like, I heard Centuries, like the guitar riff off of Centuries from Fall Out Boy, which I hate, but as I listened to it more and more, I recognize that they're distinct and they actually don't sound that similar.
Quick aside, do you hate all of Fall Out Boy's discography or just that one song?
No, I just hate that song because
Just that
it
one
was
song.
so overplayed for
Alright.
like 10 years, and I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Legends we made.
It's so bad. Just because of how overplayed it is.
Yeah,
I'm sure if
yeah.
you like.
I mean, it's
actually-
fine. Yeah, but yeah, I
But,
agree with you.
Yeah, so I mean, I like the song. I also noticed by this song, like on the first listen, this band loves using cymbal crashes.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, do they love using that? Like, their instruments are like electric guitar, drums, cymbal crashes specifically, and of course, this
A
other
bass, an electric bass.
bass, and also the lead's vocals are more of like an instrument. I feel like, because I don't understand everything that he's saying, to me it kind of feels like his vocals, sometimes he goes more of like a, you know how vocals are technically an instrument?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I'm speaking, when I'm listening to music that isn't in English or Spanish, I'm viewing the voice more of an instrument than as like understanding the lyrics.
That's
So
how
when
most
I'm
people should do
listening
it.
to Arctic Monkeys, I'm hearing the vocals as an instrument, even though
Well,
he
that-
speaks English, but I can barely fucking understand him because he's
Yeah.
so saturated
Well,
behind the music.
going
as
back
well.
to like Dave Matthews, like he'll just like make noises
Yeah.
during the song
Dave Matthews.
instead
It's
of
like,
saying words.
It's like on the was it Last Train or
Nice train.
Oh, The Last Stop.
The Last Stop. That's what
Oh.
it's called.
Goated
Like,
song.
yeah, yeah, and then like at the end of Halloween where he just starts fucking mumbling. Like he's using it as like a
Kinda mid.
as like a vocal, or as an instrument, not
I
not as
guess
vocals. But
I have to say this about Dave Matthews.
what?
That album is kind of misleading about Dave Matthews, in my opinion.
Misleading?
What do you mean?
Before These Crowded Streets,
The album?
I think it's misleading. I think they only have like 3 or 4 songs on the album that truly sound like them. Or like maybe 5. Maybe like
Well, look, let's not make this
Austin
a Dave.
versus Silas. Go.
Let's not make this a Dave Matthews
I-
discussion. I understand what you're saying. Yes.
I like more the outside stuff of Dave Matthews. I've come to learn because I started listening to it.
I would recommend
after.
listening to the other albums and
I wanna
realizing
listen to,
that their albums are very distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one that has Crash and Ants Marching?
It's called Crash Into Me.
That's the album name.
Ants Marching is in a different album.
Are they?
Yeah. 2 different albums.
I want to listen to both of those albums.
Okay.
But anyways,
Sorry,
as I
Don't
said,
listen to the one with Crash Into Me.
speaking about the Dave Matthews Band, that's where we filmed it over there. But you can't see it because you're never gonna see
can't.
it. You're never gonna see it.
Never.
Unless we do another.
Never
podcast
gonna see
there.
the footage.
But you'll never know.
You'll never ever see it.
Yeah. So I like Knee Socks. They like their cymbal crashes. The guitar sounding like.
Oh,
Fall Out
before
Boy.
you say that, What are cymbal crashes? Because I don't know, and I guarantee there's people that don't know.
Yeah, so there you go.
Oh,
When
okay.
they hit the cymbal, it just
Okay.
And then it
They
just
just let it
rings for
ring,
like
yeah.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they wait like 5 seconds and they go.
or they
got
can ride the cymbal.
Okay, I understand.
That's riding, right?
But-
That's riding a cymbal.
I don't know. I know what cymbal crashes are. I know what they sound like, and they use them a lot.
Or you can ride
Yeah,
the
they do.
hi hat technically.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
I think, to me, and this is a spoiler for the last song that we're about to
Oh.
transition into.
Don't do this. To
We
me.
already got spoiled.
Don't do this.
I think this would have been a better closer than I Want to Be Yours, because I Want to Be Yours is so fucking slow. I'm going to say it. This is the worst song on this album.
You're
It is so
Crazy.
slow. It is so... Like, what? It's... No, I
You're
don't fuck with
insane.
it. It's so slow. It's
You're-
boring. It's
no
the
way you
worst
said
song
it's
off
boring.
the album. Oh, yeah, it's 1,000% boring.
It's
Bro,
the most
Fireside's better than it. And I didn't care for that
it's
one.
the most creepy love song I've heard.
Yeah, and it
in the
doesn't
best
do
way
a creepy
possible.
love song good.
I think it does it great.
I,
Almost as well as Creep. I'll say
I think I'm in the middle between you two with
Okay.
this song.
The extremes. You're in the middle of the.
I'm in the
extremes.
middle
Big
of
surprise.
it because while it is very slow, I don't find it boring, but it is very slow. You are not wrong.
Yeah. It's probably the slowest song off of it.
I'm trying to figure out, is it a worse ending? Because I do kind of like that it's slower, because the Arctic Monkeys, this album, is very like going.
They're very energetic.
And so the very end is kind of slowing you down.
Also,
Okay.
finish. Sorry, I was thinking it in my head and forgot to say.
All right,
it.
let me
Close
shut
my
the
mouth.
fuck up. Just us, bro.
Act like you don't do it to me off camera.
Yeah, definitely. Never. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to it if it's better or not for the ending. But I didn't mind the slowing down. Now I will say, if you listen to this song, like straight through the album, if you just hit the whole album, which I did several times, I Want to Be Yours is not as good. It is definitely better on its own.
I can
Okay.
agree with that.
It's
yeah.
definitely better on its own.
The first time I heard it was on its own. It was much
Which
better.
maybe that's a good reason why it maybe shouldn't be the ending.
To me, it's a tonal shift,
It is.
but a tonal shift that just doesn't do it as well as number one party
Okay.
But
anthem.
I will say,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's interesting. The first song of the album is a question: do I want to know? And it ends with a statement: I want to be yours.
Yeah, it's one of those albums that definitely take you on a story. Like it is a story.
Yeah, it's just a very
mean,
loosely connected story.
yeah.
It's like abstraction, because all of them talk about like either losing or having a girl.
While we're on that,
Mm-hmm.
when I was listening to this, I was realizing something,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys might have an issue with this because I'm about to compare Arctic Monkeys to somebody that gets a lot of hate from men,
Okay.
but Arctic Monkeys does not get that same hate from anybody.
Okay.
Like they just get called. They just
Is it a
get-
band or a person?
It's a person.
oh,
That's Tay Tay. And here's my thing.
I
So Arctic
I agree
Monkeys'
with you.
entire album, in this one,
Mm-hmm.
his entire album is about a lover, loving somebody,
Yep.
somebody leaving them being a creepy lover, and oh man, Arctic Monkeys gets the fucking praise of the century.
but see, I don't think
Hold
it's
on.
meant to be
Hold on.
taken as a story.
Hold on.
though.
Hold on.
I think it is. But sure.
Arctic Monkeys gets the fucking praise. They're like, oh, such a good indie rock band. They're so unique. Even though they're not unique,
Yeah.
they're pretty like popular. Hold on, Silas. Hold the fuck on, dude. Jesus Christ.
I
Hold
didn't
the
say
fuck on,
anything.
dude.
I was just getting ready.
Yeah.
But then Taylor releases songs, love song, same shit that Arctic Monkey does.
Mm-hmm.
But because, and I'm gonna be honest, there's 1,000% a bit of sexism within the
Oh, yeah.
hate towards Taylor because
Yes.
a woman, because Olivia Rodrigo gets it, fucking Biba Doobie gets it, Chapel Rowan, who
Most
just
women-
blew up.
most
Pretty
women
good
get it.
songwriters out of one of those.
Probably all women
Biba
get it,
Doobie's
but
great.
most women get it.
Biba Doobie's
Yeah.
great. Chapel
Yeah.
Rowan's awesome.
Yep.
Charlie XCX is awesome.
I haven't heard too
like
much of her.
Here I Go. Great song.
fucking
She's
like Charlie XCX?
Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah.
They'll just disregard her music and just call her
I'm
a
just not
sad
a fan
girl.
of the way
They'll
she
just disregard her artistic expression, and just call her a sad girl. Meanwhile, the Arctic Monkeys,
They're sad
man,
girls.
they're so awesome.
They're so sad girls.
They're sad boys. That's what their music is.
They are sad boys.
You
They
know-
do not get the same criticism that Taylor Swift
Yeah.
or Phoebe Bridgers or basically the sad girls get. Like,
wanna
for
know-
example, a great example would be Olivia Rodrigo versus Arctic Monkeys, because Olivia Rodrigo is about the popular, like, the streams that she gets is basically the same as Arctic Monkeys. Taylor Swift is twice as popular as Arctic Monkeys. So maybe, okay,
Right.
she gets more hate, so whatever. But Olivia Rodrigo and even Chaperone is a perfect example.
I can
So-
agree with that.
I just think it's kind of weird how, like, when guys sing a love song, it doesn't get hated on. But when a girl talks about their ex or, like, you know, stalking them, like, whoa, what the fuck? This is crazy. Women? What the fuck?
Women?
Well, see, I don't.
So
think-
I'm not counting this against the review or anything. It's just an observation that I saw
Yeah,
when I
it's
was
fans.
looking
It's
through
not
every single
Arctic
one of the
Monkeys.
lyrics. It's not even fans, because Taylor Swift fans love that shit.
No, I meant
It's-
fans of the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
They're not realizing if
Yeah.
they do cross pollinate with hating Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cross pollinate. Boy Genius has better Phoebe Bridgers than Phoebe Bridgers, in my opinion.
I agree. I like Boy Genius's shit
Boy
more
Genius,
than
oh.
Phoebe Bridgers stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
just wanted to say that. I just wanted to put that out there.
One more-
I'm a big Boy Genius fan now, apparently. Didn't think I was going to be as much, but it's pretty good.
The Arctic Monkeys are very. Like Gio's 100. They definitely just are like.
A male rock
Yeah.
band, Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
like they're just a band instead of a one person.
Yes.
But if the lead singer, I forgot his name,
What is
sung
the
the
lead
songs on
singer's
his
name?
own,
I don't know.
it would be a male Taylor Swift, a male.
But the issue is that we have that, and that's Harry Styles, and he does
Oh,
not
true.
get the hate.
He
that
is a
Taylor
sad
Swift
girl.
gets. Yeah,
He's a sad girl.
he's a sad boy. He's a
Well,
solo dude.
Harry?
Falling is great. Falling is great. It's a great
See,
song.
see, we ain't got the hate.
What's that song about Bluebird? Bluebird? I love that song with Harry
Actually,
Styles.
Blackbird
I've
singing
only
in the
heard
dead
one
of
album,
night.
Harry's House, which
This
I
one
might-
might have
I
been in-
might choose eventually.
Is this
Eventually, I know you're.
this one
I know
might
the
have
one you're choosing.
this
now.
one
that's
might
what I
have
said
been-
eventually.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. Anyways, do
in
you
the
want to go
meantime,
ahead and give your,
Yeah,
I guess, have you given your opinion
I
on
said at the
review?
beginning of this album review that I don't think it has a overconnected story,
Daylight.
and
Song I love.
I
Such
I
good-
haven't heard
such a
Daylight.
good
Yeah, I
one.
want to. It's on my
Daylight's so
list.
good.
I don't think this story has an overconnecting, like, story. I think it has an overconnecting theme.
Yes.
I don't think it
love.
has a connected
Just
story.
relationships, passion.
Yeah, which it is a singular
Obsession.
relationship that he's singing about, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so. 'Cause
I thought it was,
It talks
but
about
maybe
different
it's not.
stages
I thought,
and different
uh,
relationships. I feel like.
What's
Yeah,
it
but
called?
different stages in the relationship.
Like the
real
whole point
messed
of
up
number
one,
one
but-
party.
I thought I Want It All was about him wanting just all the women.
Yeah, but I think that's what it
But-
came to at the end of the relationship. Is he's like,
oh, I want to be yours. Okay, I
Yeah.
see what you mean.
yeah,
That's what I was referring to the thing with the question.
Yeah.
But the thing about like I'll point to example number one party anthem. It's about him looking for a girl he was talking to at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing bad ever happened. He was just like, "Wow, I'm really interested in this girl," but he was a little too drunk, and he lost sight of her and couldn't find her. And I think she left. I don't remember the story or the song too much. Like lyrically, I don't remember it all in my head.
yeah.
But like, that seems completely separated from, say, "Are You Mine," or "I Want to Be Yours,"
Mhm.
which is like him saying, "Oh, I want to be yours. I want to give you everything I have,
They're
so you can be happy. I want
Yeah.
to be yours."
One note, I just want to like point out the fact that I love that the audio from Silas is gonna be like going in and out because he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, listener. I'm so sorry.
The narrative that they put throughout this whole album, that I don't think I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it feels like it does take a back seat to the story. It's not a.
I just don't think it has a story. I think it's just
No. I
themes.
think it has a story.
I would disagree.
I think it's just themes. I
Yeah, I
feel like
think
these
it's
are
just a
loose
theme.
collections of songs that come
Okay.
to an overarching theme.
I'm
don't
just
think
saying,
there's
like,
a
I think it
specific
takes
story.
a back seat to the catchiness of the music.
Hmm.
Like I don't think you come out of this album going, what great themes or story that comes out of it. I think you go, wow, that was really catchy, interesting
Yeah.
music.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't come out of this album going, that was a great theme or story or however you perceive it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's no boy genius or
Boy Genius.
it's just the bar band, guys. Remember?
yeah, it's just the bar band. What's the one?
No
that
Boy
told-
Genius.
It's not like telling a story like Rumors does. Rumors tells
Yeah.
a story of a
Well-
relationship falling apart.
just drama and fucking
Yeah,
just- it's
no.
just
terrible
Rumors
people.
isn't just one relationship.
It's like multiple
It's like
relationships
3.
going concurrently.
It's about the band as a
Yeah,
whole.
it's the story of
But
the
yeah,
band.
I get you.
We going from songs first or overall? I think we're going songs first, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do our top 3 songs
Mhm.
and then our rating.
Now
I can
we're
do my
doing it
top
now.
3.
Give me a second to think about mine because I'm still thinking about mine.
Okay,
Bro, you
Gio?
had so much time.
Oh, well, I'll explain why later.
Okay, so for me, like I said, I really like knee socks. I'm
It's in your top
left,
3.
left- yes.
He's a knee
So
socks
Not even.
apologist.
It's nowhere close to my
he's a
top.
knee
oh
socks
shit!
apologist.
I accidentally I read it from top to
Oh,
bottom.
okay.
It's my number
Just-
1.
Yeah. All right. All
Okay,
right.
so my number 3 is Do I Want to Know.
Do I wanna know?
My number 2 is number 1 Party Anthem.
This is all
No-
I wanted.
notice
this is
how-
all I wanted.
Notice how none of my top 3 are those 4 songs that just sound like remixes of each other.
Yeah.
Do I want to know?
No, I don't think
Oh.
that's a remix. It's so
Okay.
much slower than every
Yeah.
other song
Okay.
that I mentioned was a remix. Yeah, I mean, yeah, those are my top 3. So number 3, Do I Want to Know? Number 2, number 1 Party Anthem, and number 1 Knee Socks.
You and my good side?
Well, look, I struggled to find my
It's about
top
a
3
5.
because I have several that are very similar to me.
Oh, okay.
There's only a few that really like stand out as like my top tier.
Okay.
Um,
so that you like them at very similar levels.
yeah,
so
very
it's
similar
tough for
level.
you
So
to
it took a
choose.
minute, but I think my number 3 is Do I Want to Know. I'm
Okay.
pretty confident in saying
That's
that.
mine as well.
Yep. Number 2, Party Anthem.
That's mine as well.
Yeah. We have a very similar difference though, because mine is One for the Road. Is my number
That's
1.
a good song.
It's very good.
That's the. That
That your
was
number
the
4?
that was the number 1, the best song of those 4 songs to sound the same. So I understand that.
Yeah. One for the Road.
I can
really,
I can accept that.
I really, really
We're
enjoyed
actually
it.
quite similar
We are.
in our top 3 tastes.
We really are.
Sit down, children.
Silas.
Sit down, children. I am
can't decide.
still struggling
He's
to
about
find my
to
top
choose.
3.
He's about to choose the 3 that I
Every single one.
that I dislike.
Yeah.
I will say, number 3, probably because I've just sat on this song for so long. Are You Mine? This is one of the first songs I listened to
Okay.
off this album.
This was one of my consideration for 3.
I
Yeah.
think it's a really good song. It's so hard because there's so many that are good. I think I'll put Fireside as number 2, just because of its recency
Song
bias
is
for
not
me.
good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Recency bias for me. And my number 1, because it just grew on me so much, was number 1 Party Anthem. I
Okay.
love
We
this
all
album.
really liked Party Anthem.
Number 1 Party Anthem. I think it's just a great, like,
It's a gym.
like,
Yes.
It's a
like-
gym.
forgotten love almost kind of song.
Like it's not the first song. It's not the last song.
Oh, it was.
It was
the
just
first one
like
for me.
it's like to me it's a gym because it's like packed in
right
there.
in the
You got to go
middle, yeah.
find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
it rewards you for listening to
Yeah,
the album.
it's really
I
good.
think a lot of the better songs are in the middle of the album, or
Yeah.
near the middle of the album.
Oh, I didn't say this later. The second half of the album is worse than the first half. I think this is a theme with every album. I don't know. Have we had an album where that's not the case?
I
Where
like.
the second half is better than the first.
No, the second half is worse than the first.
The
The first, I
so
think.
then the second half would be better, is what I'm saying. Is there an album where the second half was
Oh
better?
yeah.
What does that sound?
Car, it's over there.
No, there's like jingling chain over there.
The wind.
Is Ants from Up There? Did you like the second half of that one more than the first half? Because the place where he inserted the blade is like the
that-
marker of the second half.
That was
Everything
probably-
That
after
one, that I would have to go back, but that one may have
Possibility.
been. That's a possibility. That one
All right.
could have been.
Yeah, maybe that
Yeah,
one for me.
but like most of the albums, they've just been the first half is better.
Yep.
And I wonder if that's on purpose or not.
Now I can show Silas.
Can
I
I
like
see how
songs.
many y'all added actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all already know I added all of them off of.
And
I will say though, it does show you kind of how I like rated them first off. Is that all?
If you want to scroll.
This makes me so happy. That's way over
Go ahead.
half.
Go ahead, show 'em.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, even more than you.
Yeah.
Y'all all both had over half.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the rankings on this.
All right. Who wants to go first? Actually, you go first because this is your album.
Yeah, you're the
So
obvious.
you have more suspense than
Yeah.
me and
8 out of 10. I
Okay.
think this is a wonderful album. I prefer it over Rumors, sadly. I really like this album. I don't know why.
My
I
rating
don't-
has just changed.
I don't know why I mess with the like not grunge core, but like the like not thrash, but like
It's not any of
that
it.
the electric guitar sound. They have a very specific electric guitar sound that I just mess with heavy.
Okay. Can I guess yours?
Go ahead.
4.
Is it an 8 out of 10?
It is a 0 out of 10. No, I'm kidding. It is an 8 out of 10.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking knew.
It's definitely a lower 8 out of 10 than you, which makes me... We definitely have different ratings, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
but-
harder to get out of like the middling zone for me.
My rating system is pretty simple. How many of the songs are on my playlist? Divide it up. Averages to an 8 out of 10.
Wait, hold on. What do you do if it's so like 8 divided by 12? That's 75%.
Yeah.
So then it rounds up or down?
I guess it rounds up.
Rounds up.
Okay, so you okay.
So
I didn't actually
wait,
do
how
that.
many-
I did the math in my head.
Okay.
So it's not like I like knew
not
like
very accurate.
So it's yeah. So, it's
based
not
off-
like I knew there was like a 6 after the 5, you know what I mean? Or like a 2, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I just did it in my head and I was like, "Oh, 75." You know. So I could have said a 7.5, but I pushed it over a little bit simply because I enjoy this album. I enjoy listening to it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
That's all I
enjoy
need.
it.
No.
So for me, it would be a 10 out of 10 through your ratings.
Yeah. But I understand like perfectness is hard to obtain. You
There's-
can like every song on the album and still not be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I think there's little things in some of the songs that keep it back.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
disagree with that.
All right.
There's a couple songs that are on my playlist
Oh
that
shit.
We're running pretty low.
okay.
I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna be fast. Oh shit! Wait. Oh, I got
Do you want to take a small break?
4 big guys, and they bust on my eyes. They ate my ass like apple pie.
All right, I'm gonna be recording the rest of this with my laptop on here
Okay.
just to be safe.
Whose water is this?
It's mine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. 15% laptop. Let's go. We left with me having to do my review, and my review is.
Oh, hold on.
What?
I hate you.
I'm
I
changing-
don't you do this.
I'm changing it.
What are you doing?
He's changing his. He's
I'm
changing.
taking it down.
Oh, what? 7? 7.5?
I'm going to a 7.
Dang.
It's not. It's just
We talked about this off camera. And
they talked me into it because
I was just explaining my.
yeah, but
System.
there is a story there, and so if there is a story there, then you have to treat the album as a whole. Also, it's called an album review, so I feel like I should respect that. And I do believe that while they don't believe there's a story, I do believe there's a story to be told there. So I am bumping it down to a 7 because I believe the album separately, the songs individually, are better than them as a whole throughout the album.
Okay.
Then I want to say something as well.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You can never get mad at me for changing my opinions during a review. Now you
Sure.
can't. You can still, but you
Okay.
cannot.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
Cool.
I mean, you've done it before, and I didn't get mad at you.
Dang. Okay, cool. Here's my rating. 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
My, actually, you guessed it.
I did. I'm really good at it.
You guessed it off. Let's do it off camera or on camera?
I did off camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 6 out of 10. The reason why is because a lot of these songs, I have a lot of them liked, but a lot of these songs are just enough to be enjoyable. They're just not, they don't give anything, they don't give an extra oomph. They're not super unique and they're not super distinct.
No,
as
they're
to
all
where-
basically the same.
Yes, exactly. That's where I would mention like this is an incredibly repetitive and
Yeah.
sonically
Well,
similar
that's what I'm saying.
album.
That I think it's better separately. Just like hearing it in amongst of other songs.
Yeah,
that
because
are
in an
different.
album, it
Yeah.
feels like I'm listening to the same damn thing, and by
Yeah.
the time that I get to number one party anthem,
Yeah.
I'm begging.
it
for
makes you
something
feel
different.
so comfortable and so like tuned in to like knowing what you're gonna hear that you actually fall out of it.
It's so funny seeing so I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, dude. I thought things were gonna be different.
By the way, we're giving it
yeah,
great
it
ratings.
is he's giving it a great rating. I'm giving it a good.
This is
rating.
the best you've done for me
This is
so
the
far.
best you've ever done
Could've
as an
been
album.
eight.
Dude, you
Dude, this man wants a 10
yeah,
from us.
you want like
No, I'm not expecting.
you
a
want like
10.
fucking rocks hard me. I'm really good semi. Like I can get things accomplished right now with where I'm at. You want me to be fucking rock hard.
You were hard though.
I
But
was.
yeah, that's my rating. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
I respect
go.
your. I respect
6, 7,
your
8.
opinion a lot more.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why?
Because I didn't
change
change
it.
my
Yeah,
shit. Yeah.
Because you didn't allow yourself to get talked out of it. I'm joking, buddy.
Well,
I'm joking.
I mean, I don't think it's wrong to hear other people's opinion and then change from it. called learning and growing
not,
and changing.
So it's not a bad thing to change your opinion.
No, it's not.
While talking to other people.
No. No, it's not.
But anyways, I have to shit.
You know what to do.
So let's wrap this up.
Yeah,
One,
we
we
do.
have to. I have to shit, and two, this thing's about to die. It's got 12%. At 5%, it's risky
Yep.
keeping it going. So,
Alright.
what's the next album, Austin?
It is called White Ladders. It's 1998 album from David Gray.
For some reason, I thought I was gonna say David Matthews. I was like,
was
He's
funny.
he was a one-hit wonder when it came to albums.
Mm-hmm.
This was his like classic album. He came out, hit the billboards, hit the charts. Everybody was like, "This is great," and he couldn't reclaim it
Damn.
with other albums. But this album,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give too much away.
You've heard it. You've heard it.
I've heard it before.
Are we doing the remaster or the original? Because there's a 2020 remaster, and then there's just White Ladder.
Oh, we're doing the regular.
Oh, the
1998.
original?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I feel like remaster's kind of like,
Okay.
improving it, and I wanted to go from what it was.
He's
But
playing at the Coca-Cola Roxy on February 23rd.
But yeah, I was told to listen to it. I listened to it, and I think it's a really interesting album. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And so I want to hear y'all's opinion on it. So yeah,
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
So you haven't heard it then?
I've heard
Bits.
some of
Okay.
it because I told to heard it, and I stopped myself because I was like, I'm gonna use this.
Okay.
nice.
All right. Cool. Well, that's our album review of
Yeah.
AM by Arctic Monkeys. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
And we didn't do anything.
We did not.
We did not do anything
Not
We
at
didn't
all.
do anything.
Not anything.
We just reviewed an album.
Yep.
Signing off.
See you.